Shalawam, shalawam, shalawam. Alright, first and foremost, all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Barak, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well and teach well and sincerity, taught us this truth. Shalawam to the sincere Ahtham out there pushing and preaching this 100% doctrine on the highways and the hedges, highways and byways, man. Alright, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. This lesson will be entitled New Year Fools. Alright, it's your brother Jeremiah Kazak. And hopefully this lesson be edifying to the sincere Akyam, to the brothers out there, and few and far between sincere Akhwaths, sisters out there. Okay? As y'all know, they took my other account live privileges down, so it is what it is. We over here on this account, and we gonna make it jump. Alright? So, New Year Fools, man. We're going to break down what the New Year really is. Because there's a whole lot of confusion out here. And you know, man, as the elder just put out, this is the year of Jacob's trouble. Okay? Man, hey, that's beautiful to hear. You know, if the brothers saw that, if the brothers been watching the brothers do these lives, okay, this has been prophesied to be the year of Jacob's trouble. It's that time. It's here. Okay? Hey, you need to figure out what that means. Okay? Let's go to Jeremiah 30:7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. That day is great, so that none is like it. Scripture speaks on this day being just like the times of Noah. This day being just like the times of Lot. Right? In comparison, but far worse. Far worse. Jacob's trouble. Alright? This is what we are entering into. Alright? So, brothers gotta, don't come into this thing, according to the Gregorian calendar. Don't come into this new year with your feelings on your sleeves. Okay? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is about to he's about to unalive far more than he's ever unalived. Alright? I'm talking about billions. Billions. Okay? Torture. Right? FEMA camps. Locked, loaded, ready to go. Martial law. These things that we speak of, that we see glimpses and pieces of, as we go on throughout life, we see glimpses and pieces, and we see it happen in the other countries. It will come to the whore. Alright? These nations are beginning to hate the whore with a vicious hatred because they realize what she has done to them. Peep this. We make it plain upon tables. You dealing with a chick, a female, right? Bad. She beautiful. You think she beautiful. You dealing with her. Okay? And you think that she innocent. She's getting you everything. She cooking you breakfast. She rubbing your back. Whatever you ask of her, she does. Okay? She's very profitable for you. You love her. You as scripture says, John marveled on her, on the appearance. Okay? But then you start getting under the dress, you start getting under the concrete of her, under the skin. You start getting under you start understanding who she truly is. Right? And then you start realizing, dang, she been messing me up. She's been, all this stuff she has, this influence that she had on me, she's corrupted me. She's got me doing things that I know I shouldn't do. She has seduced me. That's what a whore does. Right? What's the definition of a harlot, a whore? A seducer. Manipulation. And she does it to many. This place has done that to many. The entire planet has been seduced by Babylon the Great. Right? Because she's a great, not in a sense of righteousness, but she's great in a sense of wickedness. On the left-hand side, oh, she's at the top. Right? On the left-hand side, Babylon is at the top. And she's going to be made a memorial for this place, man. All right? So, let's touch on, before we get into Jacob's trouble more so, I do want to touch on it more, but let's get into this topic of New Year. Just do this real quick. Get this out of the way, okay? So, what did our people just do? They do it every year, and they don't have no understanding of it. They worshiping Janus, okay? Janus, the same person, the same false god, which January is named after. Okay, now let's read the top. God of all beginnings, gates, transitions, times, choices, duality, doorways, passages, and endings. Okay, so the way that they just brought in this so-called New Year, and they brought it into January in honor of this false paganistic god, Janus, right? And then they make these what? New Year resolutions. That's basically sacrifices to Janus. Okay? If brothers can understand that. This is what they're doing. Because they're doing it in honor of the New Year. They're doing it in honor of Janus. Right? Now let's read a little bit into it even more, man. An ancient Roman religion myth, Janus, or Anvis, is the power god of beginnings, lowercase of course, of beginnings, gates, we read all that, right? He is usually depicted as having two faces. The month of January is named for Janus. According to ancient Roman farmers' almanacs, Juno was mistaken as the, what does that say, tutelary deity of the month of January, but Juno is the tutelary deity of the month of June. We get into this, if we get into these months even more, and that may be a thing to do in the future, just to break down how all these months are, I want to get that word, tutelary deity. How all these months go back to ancient Greece, ancient Rome, right? A tutelary, also tulatar, is a deity or a spirit who is guardian, patron, or protector of a particular place, geographic feature, person, lineage, nation, culture, or occupation. The etymology of tutelary expresses the concept of safety and thus guardianship. So, Juno, all these false gods, man, is the tutelary of June. Janus is the tutelary of January. So the Greeks and the Romans would look at Janus as their protector for January. All right, patron, someone that they pay tribute to, someone that they honor. They hallow the name of Janus. You say, how do they hallow the name of Janus? By naming the month, naming the time period after Janus. They've named the month January, this particular time period after this wicked god, man, Janus, who never spoke a word in his fucking day. Never spoke a word, never did anything at all. It was just created in man's imagination. These gods never spoke, right? Look at Janus. Hey, let me wipe Janus off. You need some help? I'm wipe him off real quick. Because he's dusty. They can't do anything. They don't live. They don't breathe. Okay? Now, let's keep going. And I'm going to read this. I'm going to bring it in a little bit, but I'm going to just read it. Janus presided over the beginning and ending of conflict and hence war and peace. The gates of a building in Rome named after him, not a temple, as it is often called, but an open enclosure with gates at each end were open in time of war and closed to mark the arrival of peace, as a god of transitions. Keep that in mind, because once again, what did we say? People do their New Year's resolution. That's a transition. Come the New Year, what do they say? I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm changing my behavior, right? Some people make all these dumbass resolutions, right? They want to do something new this year. Okay? In the dead of winter, might I add. All right? So a God of transitions, he had functions pertaining to birth and to journeys and exchange, and in his association with Praetorius, a similar harbor and gateway god, he was concerned with traveling, trading, and shipping. All right, we good on that. We don't got to go into it anymore. Okay? But this is when they bring the New Year's in. Now, let's biblically get an understanding of when the new year is. All right? Now, I took a page out of the Rose book that I be using sometimes. It's got the feast and holidays calendar. Now, as I tell brothers who get it, the Rose book, right, it goes off. Okay? It'll mark, it's showing you the Passover, and we know that's wrong because there's no E's in that. So it gives you these off names. Okay? But regardless, it's close. All right? Now, how do you know the true ones? Because we have to go into it. We have to go by the new moons. This is how we know when the true Passover goes and comes. All right? But in here, it'll show you what we in, 2024. So it'll say the Passover is around April 23rd. Now, keep in mind, it's most likely going to be around March 24th, 25th, 26th. All right? On my feast page, I'll be, brothers will be posting it. I'll be posting it. Brothers will be posting it. Elder Tahar posted, right? We going to keep the Passover correctly. It's not going to be in April, though. It's going to be in March. All right? But this is showing you that the Passover is in the springtime. This is all I wanted to show by this page. Like I say, this Rose book goes off at certain times. Like, on here, they got Hanukkah. They doing Hanukkah in December. We know we did Hanukkah when? November, right? So, hey, you got to use discernment in all things. This is an Edomite-ass book. It's got all the feast days in it, but the times are wrong. As scripture says, they changed the ordinance, the seasons, the times. They did this stuff. Okay? Of course, they're going to do it in their books, which they give to you. And these books say that they are the people. So, of course, they're going to change everything. This is why we use discernment. This is why we got to know our history and our culture and our customs for our damn self. We don't trust a Edomite for nothing. Not even fucking, basic ass medicine, right? If you got a headache, you don't take no Advil, you don't take no Tylenol. You know what that does? That breaks your liver apart. That destroys your liver. If you got a headache, my best advice to you is to fast or eat some tomatoes, eat some avocados, eat some damn bananas. Some real bananas with seeds in it if you can get some. Get some fruit in your body. Because if you got a headache, then you got inflammation up in your body, man. You got to cleanse yourself out. Fast. Cleanse yourself out. All right? But more so, just showing you that the Passover is around the springtime. Okay? So, with that being said, why is that important? You're like, why do I need to know about the Passover? We talking about Janus. We talking about the New Year's. Because, why do you need to know about the Passover? Well, brothers already should know where I'm going with it. Exodus, the 12th chapter. And Yahawah spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. All right, speaking unto all the congregation of Yasharahla, saying, In the 10th day of the month, they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for a house. So every house in Yasharahla gets a lamb. This is a Passover lamb. Because every brother, think about this, in that period, what did the brothers were commanded to do? What were they commanded to do? All right, during the Passover. Well, y'all ain't got to answer it. I'm going to answer it. All right, they were commanded to take the blood of the lamb to put it on the door. Well, think about that. Think to yourself. Every brother ain't no farmer. Every brother's not no farmer, right? Every brother ain't no cattle. You know what I mean? Every brother ain't got cattle. How did the poor people get cattle? How did the poor people get a lamb? It was given out. All right? Do we still get a whole lamb? What you mean? Is that a serious question? Nah, I just go and buy some lamb, man. You know, I go buy some lamb out the store. You know, on that 10th day, I go buy some lamb. You know, get some lamb chops. You can get some lamb, whatever your preference is. As long as you eating some lamb on that 14th day. All right, you don't. Yeah, because we can't get no whole lamb. You know, that's what I was saying. Every brother at that time did not own cattle, right? I have never kept pet. Oh, Khan. Salakia, you know, well, hey, that's beautiful, man. This gonna be your first Passover coming up in March. So all you gotta do, you know, now we're going to that right now too. So all you gotta do really on that 10th day, as scripture says, right? Because you know, we modern, we in the modern times. So in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers. So let's go to March. Let's go to March real quick. Just to, I don't even want to calculate it because I don't want to make a mistake, but let's just say the new moon, because we about to do third quarter Sabbath, right? We about to do third quarter Sabbath this Tuesday and Wednesday. So bear with me. Then, so the next new moon Sabbath will probably be January 10th, that Wednesday to Thursday, right? Then that'll probably be our Sabbath. So you'll have Sabbath, right? New moon, first quarter, full moon, third quarter, 31 to that, all right? So boom. And then you'll have the 12th month coming up around February 8th and 9th. So then Sabbath will be back to Thursday and Friday. So then, you know, or it could be Friday to Saturday, just depending on when the new moon comes in. All right. So then boom, go boom. All right. So this will be new moon. We just say hypothetically this is new moon. If the new moon comes in on that Thursday, it could come in on that Friday. All right. This is what I'm saying. So new moon, first quarter. All right. Full moon, third quarter, then looking for the new moon again. So you're getting around here, it'll be Friday to Saturday, or it could be Saturday, Sunday. But this is going to be this time period. See how it aligns? It ends up on March. This would be the, what? This would be the month. This would be the new year. Actually, man, Tawada for asking that, because this actually, you added to the lesson. By saying that, that's probably spirit. All right, March. So March the 1st, okay, this is going to be around the time when the new year comes in. All right, so the 10th day is going to be March the 10th. So this is when you would buy that lamb. You get what I'm saying? This is when you would buy that lamb, March the 10th. Now, you know, of course, pay attention to the brothers because we're going to be tracking the new moons and things as they come in. So don't take this as 100%. It could be March 11th. It could be March 12th. All right. Just depending on when the new moons come in, if you get what I'm saying. So let's just say it's March 10th. This is when you would go back to Exodus 12 and 3rd verse. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for a house. All right, and the Rashamoth, let's keep going because this will answer your question right here too. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it. According to the number of the souls, every man according to his eating shall make your account for the lamb. So let's say you got just 4 people in your household. Y'all not about to sit there and eat a whole lamb, man. Wait, what is this? The clumps? You know what I'm saying? So y'all not gonna sit there and eat a whole lamb. So you would share that lamb with your neighbor. You get what I'm saying? So now you know how it's set up. You can just go to whatever grocery store you got and you can buy a lamb, not a whole lamb. You know what I'm saying? You can buy some lamb chops. You can buy whatever it be, man. You know, however you like your lamb. Okay? And then you could cook it you buy enough for you and your household. If it's just you, then okay, you just need 1 pack. And you buy it and you cook it. All right? And we're going to talk about how you cook it later on as we get down lower into that. So, yeah, so answer your question. Nah, you don't need a whole lamb. You know, we're not gluttonous. You know, so you just get as much as you need. That's what the 4th verse is saying. You just get as much as you need. So that'll be on that 10th day, right? You'll buy that lamb. Now, the Passover would come in on what? That Sabbath, that Shabbat. All right. So, because you would have the new moon, then you would have the first quarter. The Passover is going to be on a what? It's always going to be on a full moon, right? Think about this. In that time period, we was doing what? We were leaving Egypt. And we were eating, the Passover meal is meant to be ate fast. You eat it fast in haste. You know, it's not no trying to be pretty, trying to be cute, all of that. It's not no sitting down, suit and tie. You know, all that shit came from Esau anyway. The Passover, you supposed to, man, grab that lamb with your hand, eat it like a man. Eat that shit, right? I did Passover with my family, you know, my household, you know, beginning of this year, because we still in our year. We know that, right? We in the 10th month of our year. So we did Passover, and we ate that lamb, you know, just ate it. And we ate it fast, and we had some, you're supposed to get some hard, like horseradish or parsley, you know, to go with it. So, and that's in the scriptures that we'll get it as well. But, so you buy that lamb on the 10th. You buy that lamb on the 10th. Then you do the Passover on that new moon. On that full moon Sabbath. That full moon Shabbat. Right? That's when the Passover would be. So once again, it was the full moon back then. It was the brightest in the sky. Right? Because we were leaving out of Egypt. So all this stuff happened on a full moon. And we also had the chariots that were guiding us as well. Okay? So you got to think about ancient days. Ain't no lights. Ain't no street lights in the ancient days. You know, all brothers had was torches and that sky. Them stars. That's that moon. That's all brothers had. Okay? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi set it up perfectly for us to leave. He set it up perfectly for us to leave on a full moon. Right? Hey, Yahawah, this place be EMP'd, or this place, all the power be out. And we know, via the spirit, we know to get up out of this place. You know, hey, nothing is new under the sun. We could be leaving and escaping this place through the Passover again. You know, I'm just speaking as a man, but hey, Yahawah, man. We could be, hey, we gonna be pilgrims on this earth when that time come. We gonna be moving. We gonna be fleeing Egypt. And then Moses say, let my people go. We gonna be fleeing Egypt. All right? You know, and that's whenever the time gotta happen. You know, we about to go into Jacob's trouble for sure, for sure. All right? But, hey, whenever that time be, we already told brothers, man, power outages, expect them. Expect them. Keep you some candles. Keep you a flashlight. All right? Keep you some lighters, some olive oil. You never know when the power is going to go out. Okay? Esau even telling you that the power is going to go out. So expect it. All right? Let's go back to it. So we understand now. I hope brothers understand now that the new year is around March. According to that new moon that comes in March. Whenever that new moon comes in March, that is the new year. Okay? So this is what Yahawah was talking about when he said, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. That's March. That's not Janus. Can we get Janus back on the screen? That's not Janus. That's not January. It's not Janus. We don't worship Janus. We worship Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. We don't worship none of these Greek or these Roman gods, man. All right, so, oh man, we gonna tie this into, your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats. Understand that Yahawashi was what? Without blemish. What did he tell his disciples? He said, let me see. Drink. Let's go there. Right here. Matthew 26. All right. And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, drink ye all of it. For this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom. Okay? So we take that back. This is fulfilling prophecy. All right? Because we know that your lamb should be without blemish. A male of the first year, ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats. Also, it shouldn't be sodden. You can't cook it. You can't boil it. Okay? Yahawashi could not intake the wine. He could not be with blemish. He had to be sober. He had to be, and he couldn't, nothing could be wrong with him. All right? This is why his legs couldn't even get broke. They couldn't mess up his body. Right? All of this is fulfilling prophecy. And it was all symbolized via the Passover. That blood that we put over the door frame, brothers can understand that. Years later, right? Centuries later, that would be Yahawashi's blood. It was symbolized during the Passover of that lamb's blood. That the lamb would come and shed his blood. Right? All right? So, that's easy, man. For brothers that got the ears to hear, they can hear it. And they're going to get it. All right? So, and ye shall keep it unto the 14th day of the same month. What do we say? You buy it on that 10th day, and you keep it until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. Now, yeah, we don't got to go forth and kill no lamb. We going to buy our lamb. We going to put it in the freezer, right? And on the 14th day, we going to take it out and we going to cook it. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door post of the houses wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire, and unleavened bread. That means bread that does not rise, that has no yeast in it. And with bitter herbs they shall eat it. That's what I said. Horseradish, parsley, these are bitter herbs. All right? So you're supposed to eat this meal with the lamb, unleavened bread, bitter herbs. They shall eat it. Eat not of it raw, nor sodden. What's sodden mean? That's why Yahawashi didn't drink no wine. Because he knew the law. He knew the law perfectly. Okay? Sodden. To boil, cook, bake, roast, ripen, grow ripe. To boil, cook. All right? In this point, it just means to boil. All right? To boil, and that means like with water. Like, because, wait, go back to it. Where is it at? Salakia. All right? Sodden at all with water. You cannot boil it in a pot. We are supposed to roast it with fire. His head with his legs and with the protenance thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. You eat the whole meal. Eat all of it. This whole entire meal that you cook, eat all of it. This ain't no meal that you cook to keep leftovers. Because think about the time frame. What was going on? We was leaving Egypt. We ain't got no time to be taking all this food with us, y'all. We ain't got no time to do all that. This is why we did unleavened bread. We ain't got no time to even cook the bread for it to rise. We just got to go, yo. We just got to go, So take into account what was going on. We had did all this to the Egyptians. They had went through all these plagues, and it was about time for them to let us go. All right? They mad. They wanna destroy us, right? So, hey, we gonna eat this meal fast and we gonna leave. That's what it was. All right? So Yahawashi knew that he couldn't be Sodom. All right? He was that perfect sacrifice. That lamb, because we talking about this lamb. All right? Let's keep going. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire. So if you got some in the morning, you got to get rid of it. All right? That's why I say we not gluttonous. We just going to cook enough for the family, and we going to eat. I tell you, when we did Passover, right, we wanted some more lamb. It was so good. All right? It was good. We wanted some more, but we ate it all. We ate it fast. And then, man, it was over. It was done. It was a wrap. All right. And what is this? This is to rehearse the righteous acts. So you do these things with these time periods and, all this stuff in mind. You are rehearsing the righteous acts. Right? So, and understand that, man. We not like Esau. We are not. They like to sit down and they like to be all fancy, and you gotta have your spoon, your dinner spoon over here, and then you gotta have your dinner fork over here, and then you gotta have a little napkin with the just the right crease, right? And then you gotta have your wine glass, and then you gotta have your water glass, and then man, the fuck, we are men, man. This is Yasharahla, okay? We are not nerds, all right? We do have class, okay? We got the utmost order. We got the utmost understanding and wisdom. They have a copycat. They have a false sense of order, a false sense of wisdom, no understanding, right? They present themselves to be in charge, when on the inside, they scared as fuck. On the inside, when you walk by, they could be a boss, a CEO of a company. You walk by just because who you are, your skin color, they might be scared. They might walk to the other side of the street. They know who they do. Man, they know what they did, man. All right? And they know we're going to take it back in blood. All right? Very soon. All right? It's all getting took back in blood. All right? And ain't nothing wrong with that. Because that's prophecy. And that's what's going to happen. All right? So let's keep going. And thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded. Right? This is, you got your garments. You got your garments. You get them up. You get ready to go. You got your loins girdled. You ready to go. You ready to move. Okay? And ye shall eat it with your loins girdled. Your shoes on your feet. Once again, we not resting. We ready to move. And your staff in your hand. You ready to move. And ye shall eat it in haste. It is Yahawah's Passover. Right? In haste. That don't mean take your time and enjoy the meal like that. No, you eating this quickly. You eating this fast. In spirit, all the brothers and sisters, we should be ready to leave. We are in haste. We are ready to leave this place, man. All right? We are so, I swear, every single day, just, man, if you don't even got that feeling, you don't got that fire, that desire to leave this wicked place, right? And you got to get in the scriptures more. Or go into the history of what they did to us more. Go into the history of what they did to us, all these damn hotels built over grave sites of our people. Start going to that stuff. All right? Go into how they fed our people to alligators. Go into all of this stuff, man. All right? And that's just scratching the surface. That's just scratching the surface. Okay? Man, go into the Belgium zoos when they put our people on display. Right? Hey. Man, this place. Going to, man, just even the social credit system. The social system, the credit scores and all of that to hold a person back. What they did to us in the 50s and the 60s, they wouldn't allow an Israelite man to get a house loan. So him and his family, had to go and live in the projects. But they would give those loans, those house loans, to an Edomite man with little to no interest. So, they could be set up in America, right? Go into how they manipulated the system, right? Look at that. Look at what they doing to the brother, right? This shit should make you mad. You know what I'm saying? It should make you mad. And man, I'm sorry to hear about that. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, be with you, Barak. And you going to get everything back 100-fold in this kingdom. All right? Hopefully, whoever running that shit, they get to be in your clutches, in your grasp, in the kingdom. And you can get their ass back that cup twice. You can get their ass back that cup twice. Put it on freezing temperatures where it's almost giving their ass hypothermia, but it's not killing them though, right? You can get their ass back twice. Think about the reward. Think about the get back. Think about the vengeance. We can't take it, but we know Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is going to come. He's going to lift the standard, and he's going to give that word to those brothers that have those powers, and then it's going to be on. Then it's going to be on. We're going to bind their kings and place them in chains. All right? Yeah, we're going to put them in a freezer and come back like an hour later and be, I forgot you was in here. Hold up, come out. You got 10 minutes. You get 10 minutes. You get a 10-minute break out the freezer, you damn Edomite. And I'm going to send your ass back in. All right? Do just enough, but don't kill them, no. Don't unalive them. Just do just enough. Right? Just do just enough. When we say they got to drink that cup double, fill that cup double, what that mean? Oh, what that mean? Y'all thought that meant we going to turn the other cheek? Y'all thought what that was? No, they got to drink that cup double, man. Yeah, we might have, we going to have power over the elements. So, Yahawah, we going to have ice powers. We going to have fire powers. Everything you see from them X-Men, we going to have all that. Yeah, make their ass work in Antarctica, right? And we going to have teleportation powers, instant transmission, just like Goku. So drop their ass off in Antarctica and come back and get them in a couple days. And be like, I forgot your coat. I'm going to go get it. I'll be right back. I ain't coming back for a couple days. But I make sure I don't unalive them, though. We just do a little, just enough. And if you want to, you can heal their ass. You can put them through torment and heal that. We're going to have power over the elements. What that mean? Power over the elements. Right? We're going to have all the powers that Yahawashi has. Didn't Yahawashi have power to bring people back from the dead? Didn't he have power to raise the dead? Didn't he have power to heal people, cause the blind to see? You got to start, get into your imagination in that. Think about it. We're going to be able to do everything, man. Yeah, we can heal them back. I'm letting them and bringing them back. All right, man, we everything, man. It is what it is. Oh, you thought you made it to the spiritual world. You thought you made it to the spirit world where you were safe. Bring that ass here, boy. But enough of that, man. Let's get back to this. We can sit here and talk about, and just, bask in the kingdom and everything. The kingdom is near, man. That's why we eating this mess in haste. That's why we doing this in haste. That's why we ready to go. We girding our loins. We got our shoes on our feet, our staff in our hand, and we eating this in haste. Scripture comes to mind, man, once again, keeping that oil in your lamp. This is all it's talking about. Keeping that oil in your lamp. Be ready at any time period. You got to be ready to go. Stop with the attachments. All right? This is the year of Jacob's trouble. Akyan wa akwat. This is not the time period to have kids. Okay? I just had a little daughter. She's 6 months. We ain't gonna have no more. I ain't having no more until we get into the kingdom. Right? Because it would be unwise to do that at this point in time. All right? We going into Jacob's trouble fully. High time. 100% this year, as the elders said. Okay? You can see the signs. All right? The beast system is here, man. All right? All they got to do is activate it. And what do they need? They need that big event. What the brother's been saying? Black Swan event. That once in a lifetime event. And then they're going to activate the beast system. That's going to give them what? Leverage. That's going to give them opportunity. That's going to give them, what's the word I'm looking for? Dang. Good reason. For lack of better words, good reason. Let's get them scriptures. So, yeah, this place is up. It's up. Isaiah 33:18. Thine heart shall meditate terror. Where is the scribe? Where is the receiver? Where is he that counted the towers? All right. Thou shalt not see a fierce people, a people of deeper speech than thou canst perceive, of a stammering tongue that thou canst not understand. All right. Meditate terror. We think of this destruction of this place. We sit here and rejoice on it because we are ready for it to go. And Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi, man, the same. They ready for it to go, but things got to transpire. All right. Let's get I'm gonna get that for you too. 1 John 3:2. Beloved, now are we the sons of power, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. Exactly, Khan. And let's go over to Revelations 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. Amen. We're not going to wail because of him, right? We're going to see him as he is. We're going to rejoice in the sight of Yahawashi. We're not going to be fearful, all right? We're going to rejoice because we know that's salvation, all right? And we also know, man, First Thessalonians, 4:16-17, we're going to be pulled up into the air. Yahawah Ratazah. We are pulled up into the air with Yahawashi, and we will be with him forever. Okay? So, we ain't got nothing to fear if we doing right and we living right. 2 Esdras 15:57 from the brother Hanana. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. And we know the field is simply the towns. The cities is the cities. The field means the countrysides. Look at these clowns thinking they safe just because they're getting off the grid. You're not safe, man. Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi can get that ass anywhere. Okay? Anywhere. Off grid, on grid, country, city, town, whatever it be. 15-minute city. It don't matter. Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi is going to get that ass, man. All right? Trust me. Trust and believe in that. All right? Revelations, let's get that for you. 18, 20 and 21. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahawah hath avenged you on her. Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi is going to handle her for us. Right? And understand, we're going to take part in it as well. Battle axes of Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi. Those powers, that standard lifted. All right? So these spirits, these feelings, these emotions that we have to destroy this place, all of that we feel, hey, it's going to be put to good use. It's going to be put to good use, man. You know what I'm saying? And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. right? With violence. Hey, and Daniel, man, we shall take the kingdom. I ain't never seen nothing get took, without force. Take. That's it. That means to take. Like snatching. Take. By force. Oh, you think Babylon, you think the Edomites is just gonna bow down? You think they're just gonna bow down? No. They're gonna be forced to bow down because we're taking shit. Yahawah's robe is gonna be, dripping of blood. Because he took that shit. It wasn't all peaceful. He came and took that shit. It's not peaceful. Get that peace out of your damn mindset. He's the Prince of Peace, but for that peace to come, he's got to breathe. He got to come and do a little dirty work, right? He's got to come and do a little dirty work. You think the saints, when we take the kingdom, it's not going to be no bloodshed, all right? Brothers better go back and read the book of Maccabees. First Maccabees, second Maccabees, man. All right, what happened to our people? They started getting unalived because they was wicked as hell. Nothing's new under the sun. Remember that. Nothing is new under the sun. Yeah, nothing shall escape them. Exactly. Tornado damage, man, shit. All of that. Tornadoes, cyclones, hurricanes, whatever it be. All right? Hailstorms, whatever it be. Volcano eruptions, right? Y'all, if y'all ever looked into Yellowstone, you know if that volcano erupts, the whole West Coast is gone. That's just that volcano. If that volcano erupts, the whole West Coast is gone alone. Okay? Just gone. Right? Desert, wasteland. Because that's a super volcano. That's a super volcano. So, hey, Yahawah Ratazah, man, when it all happens, Yahawah allows that volcano to erupt along with the nukes, along with the chariots. Do you know overkill? Overkill is going to be the word. Overkill is how we going to say Babylon got took out. Like, that shit was horrendous. It was overkill. All right? Yeah, Yellowstone will get hit by... If Yellowstone, man, that's all got to happen. Yellowstone get hit by a nuke, it's over. It's over. But hey, this place still going to get hit with over 200,000 nukes. If you know it's 10 warheads in each nuke, that's 22 million? I believe if I did my math correctly. All right, it's in the millions. So let me go do that. I'm going to actually do that. Times 200,000. 10 times 200,000. 2 million. So 2 million nukes. All right? And really, all you need is about 6 nukes to destroy America. That's all you need. And this place is going to get hit with 2 million of them. 2 million. All right? And we laugh at it, man. We laugh at it because it's a beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. All right, let's get back to Exodus. Then I'm gonna wrap up. I don't want this one to be too long. So, 12th verse. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the powers of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am Yahawah. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. Understand this. Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that don't want to worship Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You don't have that covering. You don't. So Yahawah's not going to pass over you. He's going to smite you down. You don't have that covering. All right? You playing around with shit. You don't want to believe in Yahawashi. Especially you old Torah. You Torah only Israelites. Or you BHIs. Right? You Israelites that deny Yahawashi. All right? With all that bullshit. You don't have the protection. Your doctrine is off. You going to be thinking that you good calling on Yah. Right? You thought you was good calling on Yahusha. You thought you was good calling on Yeshua, calling on Yahweh. Whoever it be. But you gonna be, you like, the nukes is coming, and then where the chariots at? That's what you gonna be doing, looking dumb as fuck. And then you like, hold up, that nuke getting real close. That nuke getting real. What the fuck? That shit need to slow down. It need to boom, and your ass gone. Yeah, that's the sound of the nukes. It's over for you, man. It's over for you, right? Because you had a false covering over you. Yahawashi is our covering. 1 Corinthians 11 chapter 3rd verse. Right? Yahawashi is our covering. It goes Yahawah, Yahawashi, the man, the woman. You had a false covering over you. Therefore, Yahawah is not dealing with you. Yahawashi is not dealing with you. You know? Exactly. They call it, that's half. How they call it on, come on, man. How they call it on that? They ain't even got enough sense to honor Yahawah. They don't even got enough sense. They trying to give nicknames to the creator. Like you on a fucking first name basis, man. Like y'all go back. Man, come on, man. This shit is, man, I hate these niggas, man. You know, and let me get up off if I lose this live. All right, for Yahawah thy power, this is Deuteronomy 15:6, coming from the brother Hanani. All right, for Yahawah thy power, beseech thee, as he promised thee, and thou shalt lend unto many nations. But thou shalt not borrow, and thou shalt reign over many nations. But thou shalt not reign over thee. All right? So, man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right? For Yahawah thy power, beseech thee, as he promised thee. Oh, Salakia. I'm getting tired. For Yahawah thy power, bless thee, as he promised thee, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, but thou shalt not borrow. And thou shalt reign over many nations, but thou shalt not reign over thee. Exactly. All right, and breaking that down, you know, once again, we back in rulership. We're going to be back in the rulership. We're going to be over. All right? And as we were saying in camp on Saturday, the order of Melchizedek. Understanding what Abraham did, what did Abraham do? He tied it to Melchizedek. He gave tithes to Melchizedek. All right? So the nations, the heathen nations, all right, after they build this kingdom up, and even doing it, they're going to be giving us the best of everything. That means the best of the women, the best of the jewels, the best of the gold, the best of the whatever it may be. Whatever y'all country good at, the best of the boats, the best of the houses, whatever it may be. Bring these gifts to Jerusalem. Bring these gifts to Yasharahla. Tied with us. All right? This is going to happen. Because we under the order of Melchizedek. Right? So it's gonna go properly. All these nations are going to come and give the brothers the best. All right? Yeah, everything. Everything. All right? So let's keep going. So once again, the most important part is to be under that covering. Worshiping the true names, keeping the laws and commandments to the best of your ability. Because all of this, what I said earlier, we rehearsing the righteous acts. That's why we do this Passover in the first place. Keeping it's not going to save you. Okay? Keeping the feast days is not going to save. Some brothers don't keep the feast days, but some brothers are, you know, they don't even know. But they not wicked. They may just, you know, I don't know how, but they haven't come into contact with, I got to keep the feast days, right? Or some shit like that. But, you know, scripture says you don't frown upon a brother or mock him or judge him for not keeping these things. You try to tell him that he's supposed to do these things, right? But he's not going to be destroyed for not keeping these things. Now, we are rehearsing, all right? You're supposed to keep the laws and commandments to the best of your ability. You do these things to rehearse these things, right? Right now, Shabbat, you got to keep the Shabbat, right? That's a commandment. You got to keep the Shabbat, all right? Most important, okay? But hey, some brothers may not be in a financial position to keep the feast of Passover or the unleavened days of unleavened bread, or the feast of tabernacles, or Hanukkah, right? Some brothers ain't in a position financially to cook a meal for 7 days, a feast for 7 days, and keep that like that. Go out and buy wine, etc., etc. I know how it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So you do what you can. Now, you can keep the Shabbat. That don't really require money. On the Shabbat, you don't got to buy or sell anyway. So you keep the Shabbat. You keep the Sabbath, right? So you do what you can. You rehearse the righteous acts. All right? I'm going to get that for you. Isaiah 51 and 3. For Yahawah shall comfort Zion. He will comfort all her waste places, and he will make her wilderness like Eden, and her desert like the garden of Yahawah. Joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving and the voice of melody. Khan. That's beautiful. All right? And we are going back into that, man. We are going back into that. Khan, yeah. Only $10. That's what's up. All right. So, hey, that's pretty much it, man. Breaking down, if brothers was here earlier, broke down that we don't worship who? Ah, dang. We don't worship who? Y'all already know who I'm about to say. We don't worship Janus. January, New Year's, we don't worship Janus. We are not New Year fools. All right? We still got 2 more months to go in this thing. We on the 10th month. Via, how we know that? Because we seen 10 new moons in this time period. Since the Passover time period, we seen 10 new moons. All right? So we got 2 more months to go. All right? And, that's according to the new moon. So we got 2 more new moons to go. Brothers in this truth, truly. Now, I see it all up and down my timeline today on the Facebook, man. Happy New Year's. And I may rebuke it, but really, I'm about to stop giving my energy and time to that shit. All right? Let these people do what they do. All right? If you told them constantly, you warned them, and they don't want to turn away, it is what it is. Let them go. Let it be what it is. All right? They don't, the brother Rashad had said it a day earlier, they don't even have a willingness to learn how to keep things correctly. They don't have a willingness. Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And our people are mourning. Even though they may seem happy, they're mourning. They have no understanding. Right? They're in a mourning state. Right? They may go out and party. They may go out and do all of that. But they're really fucking insecure with themselves. They really don't love who they are. Right? Especially, our women that'll do all this, draw their eyebrows, all that shit because they're cursed. Wear wigs, all of that. Right? This ain't how life's supposed to be. This ain't it. If y'all think this is it, this ain't it. Alright? No matter how much you explain, they never want to listen and they remain ignorant. And that's letting you know that Yahawah, that's those people that Yahawah put that deep sleep on. That great delusion on. We can't fight Yahawah. And that's what, even though you may want to say it, and I say it, over and over and over, but hey, this is a rebellious household. But you still tell them whether they were here or forbear. But don't get worked up over it. And don't let it annoy you. Don't let it get to the point where it's messing with your spirit. Hey, hey, it's going to be like this. We're going to see them in the kingdom. They're going to come back in the kingdom. And we're going to be like, we just going to have that face. And they're going to be like, you was right. It is what it is, brother. It ain't going to be no judgment, none of that. It is what it is. All right, you here now, that's all that matters. Now explain, how did them nukes feel? Because I got to... Nah, but for real though, man. Hey, Yahawah Ratazah, we build that number. All right, we don't boast, and we don't brag, and we don't say anything. Even if the Spirit is dealing with us to understand these things, we still keep it humble, and we still keep it no pride, no ego, at a low state. Because, hey, we could be like King Saul, all right? Tormented. I get that for you. This will be the last scripture, 2 Esdras 15:47. Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee. Exactly. It's wicked to allow your daughters to go into this nation and be took in by this nation. That's a thing. Our women, Israelite women, if you taking an Edomite husband, that's a bastard that you're producing, right? That's not another Israelite. That's an Edomite. That shit is off, And then allowing our women to be whores, to twerk, to show off their bodies, all this stuff, man. That's how we know, man. This the time of Noah, man. All right, this the time of Lot. Once again, back into action. We are in those days. But as scripture says, as we started it off with Jacob's trouble, it's no time like Jacob's trouble. It's going to be the most wickedest point ever. Noah's time frame will not compare to this. Lot's, during that time, that won't compare. Sodom and Gomorrah will not compare. Right? We got Sodom and Gomorrah times 10. Go to San Francisco, go to Atlanta. That's Sodom and Gomorrah times 10 right there. Okay? What just happened with TD Power Bottom Jakes, right? P. Diddy, Tyler Perry, right? All these brothers, Jay-Z, yeah, all these brothers. That's your Sodom and Gomorrah. That's your Sodomites, all right? Dust House, I don't know. I ain't familiar with that, but shoot. It is what it is, man. This is the times of Noah. As the elder said on camp on Saturday, man, all these spirits, Assyria, Babylon, Egypt, okay, Greece, Rome, all these spirits is on this place. All right? All these spirits is on this place. So, with that being said, man, we'll get up out of here. I hope brothers understand that we are not in the New Year's, and your family may not get it, but guess what? You get it. You understand it. And it's a blessing that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is dealing with you. That's a blessing. That's above anything that you could get, above money, above fame, above any worldly glory, above any worldly wisdom, accomplishments. Hold this up high that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is dealing with you. Okay? And if you're a man and you got a family, he's dealing with you. And then you deal with your household. Therefore, he's dealing with you, your wife, your kids, because they're under your leadership. All right? With that being said, man, to the east, all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. Shalawam to the sincere Ahtham out there pushing this 100% doctrine. All right, brothers and sisters, stay tight, stay in the spirit, stay in this faith, this 100% doctrine. Do not get weak, do not weary, do not get off the path. It's going to be a lot of things we see coming up that's going to try to mess with you. A lot of things that's going to try to tempt you. All right? A lot of things coming up. All right, just know that we almost there. This is like your 20th lap, and you getting real tired. I know, right? But you almost there. The finish line, it's right there. You just gotta keep pushing, keep pushing. Kwam Yasharahla is always a Baba Ball. Shalawam.